This one may take a bit longer. I'm going to attempt to give an allegory on sin. There once was a precocious little boy who thought he was smarter than he actually was. He was smart for a 4-year-old, but he wasn't anywhere near as smart as he thought he was. He watched his mother cook, and he could tell that she enjoyed cooking, so he wanted to figure out why she enjoyed cooking so much. As he approached the stove and reached for one of the pans, his mother said, "Don't touch that, it's hot." He quickly drew his hand back and retreated to a corner to watch. She keeps touching the pans, he thought, and she doesn't get burned. Why did she yell at me? Dinner was over, and he watched his mother do the dishes, and he noticed she still didn't get burned by the pan that she had said was hot. He waited until she put the dishes away and left the kitchen. He snuck up to the cupboard where the pans were put away. He opened it. He reached out and touched it and quickly drew his hand back. He reached in slowly and grabbed the handle. It wasn't hot. Why did Mommy lie to me? He was confused. He made a plan. The next morning he slipped into the kitchen unnoticed. He waited until his mom's back was turned and raced to the pan to grab it. He resisted the urge to cry out in pain. It was hot! He quickly pulled his hand back before his mother could see. Then he thought, why did she do that to me? The pan wasn't hot when she wasn't here. She made it burn me, he decided. She did it to punish me for touching her pan. Now I believe that the bulk of what we call sin carries its own punishment. In other words, God told us not to do it because it was bad for us. He tells us not to do it so we won't get hurt. When a man gets hit by a baseball bat for coveting his neighbor's wife, he's not being punished by God for coveting his neighbor's wife. God told us not to covet our neighbor's wife, so our neighbor wouldn't use a baseball bat on us in an improper manner. When our parents tell us, don't touch that, it's hot, they are doing it to keep us safe. And when we get burned, we aren't being punished. They, like God, were trying to keep us from harm.
Yeah, well, what about when I get grounded, huh?
True, sometimes there is a punishment aspect to sin, but it's only to keep us, and others, from an even greater harm. But for the most part, we mistake consequences of sin as punishment from above, when the consequences of sin are the reason we were advised to avoid the sin. Christ comes that we may have abundant life. It is his enemy that comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Jesus himself said the Sabbath was made for us, not us for the Sabbath. I paraphrased for inclusive reasons. There is much more to discuss here, but I think I'll cut this short for now to help keep things from being convoluted. Maybe I'll make several other short videos that touch on this, but also address other subjects. Yes, I think I'll know where I'll go next, and probably best I break this up. Thank you.